The Seerah of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, part 24. So now Abdul Mutallib wants to meet with Abraha. He requests an appointment, and then Abraha, he agrees. So Abdul Mutallib goes to meet Abraha. Now Abdul Mutallib was a man of unparalleled beauty. He was tall, he was broad, he was extremely handsome. He had a persona, and people were affected by him. Whoever met him, they were taken aback, and they used to be in awe of him. In Urdu we say Rab cha gaya tha. Allah Ta'ala gives this awe to and this persona to his friends, to the people of Allah. If you've ever met Allah wale, then you'll know what I'm talking about, that when you meet them, you're humbled by them and you feel an extreme love and affection for them. I remember many years ago, somebody saying to me that, I went to meet such and such Buzurg, and I just felt like hugging him and kissing him. So a person is humbled, is subdued by their presence and by their persona. This is called Ra'b. This comes from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So Abdul Muttalib was given all of this because he was the grandfather of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So he had this persona and this presence. He was tall and broad and handsome, extremely handsome. So Abraha, as soon as he saw Abdul Muttalib, he was affected by him and he respected him. And so he welcomed him. He walked to the entrance of his tent to welcome him. And then he couldn't sit him on his own throne, because Abraha was a king at the end of the day and Abdullah was a chief, so he couldn't sit him on his own throne. So instead Abraha sat down on the couches on the ground, and he made Abdul Muttalib sit with him. So he really honored him. He really went out of his way to welcome him and to receive him. So after the formalities, then Abraha asked Abdul Muttalib that, why have you come? Expecting Abraha was expecting Abdul Muttalib to say that, I have come to plead to you, please don't destroy this Ka'batullah, the house of Allah, please, I beg you. So Abraha was expecting Abdul Muttalib to speak about the Kaaba to him. But instead, when Abraha asked him that, okay, what is the reason for your visit? What can I do for you? So Abdul Muttalib said very bluntly and very frankly, he said, I have come to collect my 200 camels which your army has confiscated. I've come to request you that you release them. So upon this reply, Abraha was taken aback. He was really shocked and puzzled. And he said that, when you came, I honored you, I respected you, and I thought you were a man of intelligence. And you know why I have come here, why I have come to Makkah. Everyone knows why I have come. Everyone knows that I've come to demolish the Kaaba. And yet, despite knowing that, you're just bothered about your camels. You're just asking me about your camels. You're not asking me to protect your house. You're the custodian of the house. And yet you don't speak to me about the house. And Abraha was really disgusted. And he said that, I respected you so much, and then you come out with a trivial thing like this. How dare you? And Abraha said that this Kaaba is linked to your traditions, and it's linked to your forefathers, and it's linked to your religion, and I'm going to erase that part of your history. So it was a momentous thing what Abraha was setting out to do. And more than anyone, it was going to affect Abdul Muttalib and Banu Hashim and the Quraysh, because their roots lay with the Kaaba. So anyway, Abraha said, I've lost all respect for you. So now Abdul Muttalib comes up with the uppercut. He comes up with a beautiful reply to Abraha. Abdul Muttalib says, Ana Rabbul Ibil, walil bayti Rabbun sayamna'uhu. He said, I am the keeper, the owner of the camels. Therefore, I speak to you about my camels. And as for the house, the Ka'batullah, it also has a Malik. It also has an owner. And that owner will protect the house. I've got to protect my camels. The owner of the house, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, will protect the house. Subhanallah. What a beautiful reply. He said, the camels are my responsibility. The responsibility of the house lies with the owner of the house, lies with Allah. So I'm not going to negotiate with you about the house. And you should know that no one can break the house anyway. It's a house of Allah.